to start with saws, which is at a 90-degree angle with your thumbs pointed up. We're going to do these for 10 seconds, and we're going to do 3 different hand positions. The first is with thumbs up, then we're going to go to palms up, palms facing the sky. Right now, we're just warming your rotator cuff up. Then we're going to go to palms down. Back and forth, keeping your elbows very close to your sides. I don't want to see the elbow coming off your sides, keeping that 90 degrees. Now we're going to go to crisscross in front of your body. I want you to crisscross as fast as you can, back and forth with your hands with the palms up and then the palms down. Now we're going to go to punching biceps. You're going to take your elbows back and forth, keep it in 90 degrees as quickly as you can within tolerance. The thumbs are up right now, and then I want to go to palms up. Palms are facing the sky. Again, we're just warming up your rotator cuff. And then we're going to go to palms down. Next, we're doing Y-knees. One of the things about Y-knees is as your arms go up, I like to think of like you're a scarecrow. Your hands are straight down and your elbow is in front of your shoulder joint. And then as you extend on up, wonderful motion for your rotator cuff and for the golf swing. Very similar to the top of your backswing, the position that we're wanting to get in at the top. Next, we're going to take your dominant hand facing the camera. Let's start that one over.
Okay.
All right. Next exercise, I want to take your dominant hand facing forward. Interlock your fingers and pull out as hard as you can. Make sure that your shoulders are down and your elbows are level with your shoulders. You don't want to see you're all shrugged up. So your shoulders are down and back. I want you to rotate back and forth. Do circles forward. And circles back towards you. Now you're going to swim forward. So the elbows are moving forward for 5 seconds. And then swim backwards. If your shoulders are feeling really warm right now, this is when I want you to take a quick break. If you're feeling good, go ahead and stop, and I want you to come down and touch your elbows at the bottom and back up, still pulling out as hard as you can. And 3. Now you're going to push. Now we get the front of the shoulder. You're pushing as hard as you can. Go back and forth. Back and forth for 5 seconds. Circle forward. Circle backward. Swim forward. And swim backward. Again, if you're feeling like you want a little extra challenge as you're pushing forward as hard as you can, come down and touch. And back up, down and touch. Back up, and down and touch. And back up. Next exercise, 90-degree angle with one arm, and take your other hand and push down on that one as hard as you can for 5 seconds. We're going to do 3 different hand positions. So what I want you to do now is take your thumb up at the sky and still pushing down as hard as you can. Then I want you to take your thumb and rotate your hand so the thumb is pointed down for 5. Leave your right hand in the same position. Take your other hand and go under and push up now as hard as you can to tolerance. Rotate your thumb so now it's pointed at the sky. This is getting each different portion of your shoulder just a little differently. And then take your thumb and move it down, pushing up as hard as you can. You should be feeling a nice burn by now. We're going to go to the other side, and we're going to push down from the other hand. thumb that goes up. And now thumb goes down. Take your hand underneath, push up as hard as you can to tolerance. Keep going, guys. I know that you're burning. Thumb up. You can do it. And now take your hand down and push up as hard as you can. You should be feeling a really good burn by now, or you weren't pushing hard enough. Take a break. Next exercise is called prayer. What we're going to do is place your palms together, your elbows are up, shoulders are down. Pressing as hard as you can for 5 seconds. Then you're going to take your palms up, press your forearms together as hard as you can. You should be really burning by now. Let your elbows rise up over your head, separate, and come back down into prayer. Here and back down. Together, 3, 4, 5, rise, and then separate. Together, rise, and separate. Press together. You should be shaking by now. If you're not working hard enough. Up and separate. Now what I want you to do is press your pinky together as hard as you can. Then press your ring finger together. Then your middle finger. Your first finger. Your thumb. Separate into what I call spider. And now rotate. This is a great stretch for your forearms. Great warm up for the forearms. It's a wonderful exercise to do even before your golf game. Next we're going to move to circles. So Todd's going to take his hands out to the side. Palms are facing forward. You're going to do 3. And now go to medium. 3 to 5. And large forward. And rotate to backwards. Reverse. Medium. And large. Second hand position, palms down, small forward, medium forward, and large forward. And backwards, medium backwards, large backwards. Palms, thumb down. Forward, small. Medium. And large forward. Reverse, small backward. Medium backward. And large backward.